really be cognizant of who the best provider is where you're at, right? The reason we have all
Right.
those different
Yep.
providers is because we really never know who's going to work right. Like
That is
Verizon has a
true.
great signal in the Southwest area. However, they don't allow their, I was actually just talking to a Verizon engineer who creates the locations for the towers, and they won't go far enough south for their connectivity to bleed across the border. So AT&T is the only provider that works if you're close to the American-Mexican border, right? So you
Gotcha.
just have to be cognizant of what providers work best. The former Sprint stuff that's now T-Mobile is still on the Sprint infrastructure. So even though your bill
Right.
says T-Mobile, it's not
Yeah, it's
the
still on the
T-Mobile
Sprint.
stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then the only other thing I would say is that I wouldn't rush out to buy a bunch of 5G stuff yet.
Yeah, I was going to say with the 5G stuff, that's just kind of marketing stuff, right? Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
Okay.
the definition of 5G is like about how much throughput you can create. So you can create that same 5G experience with different technology. So I wouldn't buy anything specifically for its 5G ability because the infrastructure in the country cannot support that across the land.
Gotcha.
Okay. It's just not there yet. It's going to be another 5-10 years before 5G is available everywhere. If you're going to buy a new device anyway, I wouldn't not buy it because it's 5G ready. Like definitely get that included, but don't buy it because of the 5G is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
yeah, no,
because there's a lot of work to be done on the copper wires and the actual infrastructure of the cell towers and the bands that they operate on. That's another thing. Okay, let me mention this as well.
Yeah, go over that.
Yeah, so the reason that we carry the different providers and we use that rooftop antenna and our specific gear is that they all push on different bands. So your cell phone only picks up a certain band of signal, right?
Okay.
But our gear picks up 40 different bands, and AT&T's band is different than Verizon's band is different than T-Mobile's band. So I want to make sure that we can pick up and use the signal broadcasted on every band versus just the one that my cell phone can be connected with. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, because that's the reason they buy each other, by the way. That's the reason T-Mobile, bought Sprint because Sprint owned the transmission bands that allowed them to now access more clients and more locations.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's that. I try not to get too nerdy, but sometimes,
No, this is great. This is awesome.
So the band that you do, it matters. And if you happen to be a first responder in any scenario, we also have the ability to connect you straight to FirstNet. So.
Wow. Are they on their own band? Like how? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. They broadcast on their own band and our equipment receives FirstNet, all of it.
Wow. Wow. This is awesome. All this technology, gosh, it's just been there, but gosh, you've just brought it all together. You've optimized it for the nomads, the digital nomads. So this is really a great value that you're adding, to make you stand out. It's just brilliant.